Then they will take the steel rods, shake off the chemical, put it in nutrient media. Then they check and see, would it grow? Would the mycobacterium, did it get affected? Did it grow or not? So that way they can first of all tell you, this is fantastic. It works on it. And then how do you use it? So 100, you have to use it completely 100% not diluted. Or no, you can actually dilute it even 50% water, 50% this, and it will get rid of TB. So that's how they use, that's use. Disc diffusion, I'll tell you guys about it more in our lab when we'll do, next week we're gonna do disc diffusion. So our lab 10 is gonna be disc diffusion, but you will do this. So for example, what they do is they take a plate, and again, with mycobacterium, TB, they pour TB on it, so the whole entire plate is covered with it. Then they use little discs, paper discs, and they soak it in the chemicals. So for example that I have here, this is hydrogen peroxide. Mercurochrome is something we don't use that much anymore, but in the old days we used to use it. Still in some areas they use it. Then we have the iodine, so this is the betadine, and that's alcohol. So they soak it in that, and after they put the bacteria there, then they put these discs on it. They incubate. So here for you it shows hydrogen peroxide went through, got diffused through the agar, and in this area actually prevented the bacteria from growing. That's called zone of inhibition, so it inhibited growth. So as the picture you see here, hydrogen peroxide was good, the next thing was betadine, then was mercurochrome, alcohol wasn't good. Why do you think alcohol is not good? What happens? It evaporates. So it's there at the beginning, it kills them, then evaporates, it's gone, the bacteria can go back and grow. But hydrogen peroxide, wherever it is, it will stay there. So that's disc diffusion method or Kirby-Bauer. For antibiotics, which we're going to use, is a little bit different. So I'll tell you guys about it. In-use test is they want to know if something works. So like in dental offices, doctor offices, they do this. They're like, okay, this is the procedure, this is how you clean this room. After a while, they come actually, they say, okay, let's see if our procedure is still good. They go to the area, before cleaning, they take a swab and a sample and put it in the media. Then they will clean. After they've cleaned, they take another swab. They compare and see, did I get the effect that I wanted? Did I get rid of most of the bacteria? And after cleaning, they're not growing. So that's called in-use test. All right, and I think we'll talk about resistance and all of that again in more detail. But with the antimicrobials, like the soaps you get, it says 99% antibacterial. You see all these parents going around and they're swapping, they're just totally wiping down the poor kid constantly. Oh my God, don't touch that. You stepped away from me, your hands are dirty. Which in the old days, honestly, people just ate. They didn't constantly wash their hands. So it becomes super clean in some of the areas. What they have noticed is the fact that using all of these constantly did not stop humans from getting infected. We still get a cold, we still get a flu, we still get sore throat and all of that. What it actually has done is now with overuse of it, we see a lot of these microorganisms are resistant. So it's much harder for us to get rid of it. So again, we'll talk about it in chapter 10, more detail. All right, guys, so that is our chapter 9. Have a good weekend. Again, spend most of your time right now on chapter 8. Then 9 and 10, you can get back to it. Next week, we're going to go over chapter 10 on Monday. And then I'll go over 11 on Wednesday. So technically, by end of Monday, we will be done with all the chapters that you're going to have on your next test, which is Monday after. And I'll, again, make sure to go over it and tell you guys how to study. All right. see you guys next